trains quick.
It's not often when you think of a country, you instantly think of a train, and yet say the word Japan and that is exactly what comes to mind. Since the bullet train was first introduced in 1964, it quickly stole the world's imagination and put Japan on the map as a technological innovator. With a top speed of 200 miles per hour, today they've not only carried 10 billion passengers, but remarkably in over 50 years of service there's not yet been a single passenger fatality or injury due to a train accident. The Japanese word for bullet train is Shinkansen, which literally translates as new trunk line, a reference to the railway tracks upon which they travel. Bullet trains come in three classes: ordinary economy class, which is already pretty spacious and luxurious by the standards of most trains, followed by Gran Class, effectively business class with larger reclining seats. And more recently, since 2011, a true first class option has been introduced called Gran Class, complete with cabin attendance and excitement. Today, Ryota and I have been invited by JR East, the company that owns the bullet trains, to try Gran Class for the first time ourselves, with rare access to film inside the cabin. We'll also be giving budget travel tips for riding the trains on a budget, so hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be an expert on all things bullet train. But our journey today starts in the city of Morioka, a 2-hour ride north of Tokyo, and one of the only spots you can watch two bullet trains connect, with the robotic arms tucked away in the nose cone of the train.
Wow, it was like a robot. It was like a Gundam, like in real world. All right, so what we just saw is that there are two trains kind of going apart, and one was red and one was green. And the red one actually goes to Akita, and the name of the train is Komachi, and that's named after a cute Akita girl. And the green one here is called Hayabusa, named after a falcon. The bird, falcon, is really fast.
Looks like some sort of mating ritual as the red train creeps up on the Hayabusa.
Male, female.
Well, I suppose the Komachi is literally means
pure,
Akita girl.
Yeah,
so.
cute Akita girl.
But in this case, it's the girl approaching the guy, right?
In this case, yeah, it's always like that. It's always like the guy waiting for a girl comes to him.
That's how it works for Ryotaro. The girls always come to him. The Hayabusa is the fastest Shinkansen in Japan. At its top speed, it can rocket through the countryside at 200 miles per hour. Not that you'd necessarily know from the comfort of the cabin. Even now, after riding bullet trains for like 7 years, I'm still in awe of the amount of seat pitch you get on the standard seats. These seats here are, what, 98 centimetres of pitch. I can barely reach the seat in front of me if I outstretch my arm, and I've got a normal human-sized arm.
And a 44 width.
44 centimetres wide, so it's pretty spacious. The second thing is it's so smooth, it's like we're gliding on air, because every single wheel on the carriage of a bullet train is powered. So if you imagine a 4-wheel drive vehicle, it's like a 200-wheel drive vehicle. The moment people sit down on a train, they whip out their drink or snack, and what have you got? What the heck is that? I don't do ume. Ume is like sour plum flavour. Yeah. Oh, Christ, what have I done? This is the worst way to ride a bullet train, with a mouthful of sour plum sweets. Oh. Whenever British friends of mine come to Japan, they're always envious that they have these sort of trains. There's definitely a sense that Japan needs them though, given how mountainous the country is. Like without bullet trains, you can turn a journey into a nightmare. For example, Sendai to Tokyo, if you drive it, how long is it?
It's like 5 hours.
5 hours,
yeah,
but on a bullet train you can do it in 90 minutes. So I ride the bullet train between Sendai and Tokyo at least once a month, and it costs about 11,000 yen, $100. How often do you ride the bullet train?
Every week.
Every week?
Proper businessman.
Proper businessman, yeah.
Freelance peasant.
Freelance. Think about that though, if you do ride the bullet train between Tokyo and Sendai, there's a pretty good chance you might run into Ryotaro.
And you will get the plum sweet if you say hello to me.
Good reason not to ride the bullet train between Tokyo and Sendai. Halfway on our journey to Tokyo, with my mouth forever broken by the taste of sour plums, we hop off the train at Fukushima Station to witness the intense sight of a bullet train blasting past us at full speed. So bullet trains don't stop at every station. This one going between Tokyo and Sendai, for example, doesn't stop here at Fukushima Station. But what that means is when you stand here In about 5 or 10 minutes, a bullet train is going to pass through here at 300 kilometers per hour. A 17-car bullet train passing through here, and people come up here just to watch it because it's quite a scene to behold. You can hear it like rumbling in the distance like a thunderstorm, and then before you know it, it's shot right through it.
Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. It's coming. 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 Oh my God. Did you see that? That was quick as hell.
Before hopping on our next train to Tokyo, with about 20 minutes to spare, one of us is feeling a bit peckish. Fortunately, every major station in Japan is the ultimate in fast food, where a single dish of noodles can be whipped up in about 20 seconds, taking a further 20 seconds for Ryotaro to make it magically disappear.
I'm hungry, so I'm going to get a tempura, which is number 2. Okay, so I'm going to press this, I'm going to touch that. There you go. And what's most important is like there are choices of like soba or udon. You have to mention them, either soba or udon. Sumimasen. Soba, this is how quick it is. Okay. There's so many people, you know, like having really short time to transit, to all get on the train.
How long was that? How long did it take to make that?
It's like 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Can you believe that?
It's the miracle of standing soba noodles. With 460,000 commuters passing through Tokyo Station every single day, it's the third busiest station in Japan after Shinjuku and Ikebukuro. Coming from Tohoku, it's certainly a chaotic change of atmosphere. Thankfully, no sooner have we arrived, we're already plotting our escape in the luxury of the Gran Class cabin.
It's my first time, or our first time, to get on a Gran Class, the first class seat of the Shinkansen, ever. I live in Sendai and I see Shinkansen all the time, but it's my very first time. I'm really, really excited. Even the door is different. Look at this. You know what? You know what I feel now? It's like so quiet. It's like the moment you come in here, it's like the whole air is different. Like
the air is different.
Air is different.
Right.
Different air. In other cars in Shinkansen, there's no door, but like the airplane, they have door like this. And you can put your jacket. God.
Jesus, it's more like being on an airplane than a train.
Look at this. Like the whole thing, the whole seat moves like a first class airplane seat. Oh my God. What else can you do? Like there's like a button to actually call the cabin attendant, like the airplane again.
This seat is absolutely huge, 52.5 centimetres across, with a pitch of 1.3 metres. Last time, on the last train, with our scientific experiment, we found we couldn't touch the seat in front. Here you'd need like 2 arms. When you sit down, you get an oshibori hot towel and a menu, because there's complimentary food and drink in the Gran Class cabin. And I think I'm going to get some sake, because I want to take advantage of this rare special occasion, probably the first and last time I'll ever sit in a Gran Class seat.
So what I've got in front of me is a complimentary bento box. That comes for free when you're on a Gran Class. How luxury is that?
See, that is how you do a reaction. Got this reading light that looks like a snake just sticking out. Sake on a bullet train. Is there anything better? Oh, this must be the most comfortable seat I've ever sat in my life. Oh my God, this is it. This is it. This is the pinnacle of railway travel. It doesn't come cheap though. It is about $750 to ride in this seat from Tokyo to Hakodate in Hokkaido, which is the longest distance you could do on this train. I don't think I'll be doing it again in a hurry because of that, so I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can right now. Finish up this sucker. Hard at work there on his laptop. He's not doing anything. He's not doing. Would you ride this Gran Class again though, Ryotaro? Would you ever do it?
Oh yeah, I would. Lovely.
Of course he would. What situation would you consider using Gran Class yourself?
My second honeymoon.
Your second honeymoon?
I would rather like it to go on a green car because there's like an economy and green, and this one.
I do ride the green car quite a bit. Just because it's a great place to sit and edit, and I need lots of space when I'm editing on the train. You can turn the train ride into a kind of productive bit of time. Gran Class would require a slightly more extreme situation. Probably if I was trying to impress someone.
Second was honeymoon.
Honeymoon. Now it's time for the worst part of the journey. Getting off the Gran Class carriage. Oh no.
Dream is over.
The dream is over. But the memory will last a lifetime. Won't it? Won't it?
It will.
There you go. Right, let's get off.
This is it!
As amazing as Gran Class was, I'm not sure I could justify spending my pocket money on it again anytime soon. Fortunately for tourists coming to Japan, it's never been cheaper or easier to ride bullet trains on a budget.
Here is your pass.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So obviously if you're travelling around Japan, usually the most expensive thing, it's the transport, it's the bullet trains. In fact, to go from Tokyo to Sendai, a return trip will cost you about 20,000 yen, $200. However, if you are a foreign tourist, you can take advantage of the JR East Rail Pass, where for 5 days and 19,000 yen, you can go anywhere you want in all of Tohoku region. It's a fantastic offer, and I can't do it because I'm not a foreign tourist, but if you are, you'd be mad not to take advantage of it. And it comes with a cool little map. You can see all the places, and in fact many of the places Ryotaro and I have covered over the years are actually on this map, so you can go and visit them firsthand and see them for yourself.
When you travel around Tohoku using JR East Pass, do not forget to take this Welcome Suica card. You can get this for free at this counter here. With this card, it's like a cash card. You can prepay money here, and you can use this at the any shops in the station, and also all the convenience stores, major convenience stores in whole Japan. Amazing. Take it.
For more information on how to grab the JR East Pass, you can find the details in the description box below. And if you do get it, the counter for the rail pass and other tourist information is conveniently located on Tokyo Station's Marunouchi exit. Well, we must have spent at least 5 or 6 hours on the bullet train today, but I think it was worth it to be able to ride Gran Class. Will I be doing it again in a hurry? Probably not, unless I win the lottery, or if Ryotaro buys me a nice birthday present. But for now, guys, as always, many thanks for watching. We will see you next time. And don't forget, if you do ride the bullet train between Tokyo and Sendai, there's a good chance you might run into Mr. Businessman Ryotaro himself.
And if you do see me, and you get a free sour plum sweet, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.